Stephen Lekowski from Christian Music Network, and we're here with Lyle Huffstutler. So how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today?
Good, good, good. So tell me about yourself.
I just rushed home from work to do this. I work about maybe 40 minutes from where I live at. So right now I'm sitting in my studio, as you could probably tell by the background.
Mm-hmm.
But I grew up in a family that was full of musicians. Everybody in my family was musicians. My grandma, she could play organ, piano, guitar, sing. My dad played guitar and sang. My parents bought me a set of drums when I was 5 years old, an actual real set of drums, not no Mickey Mouse drums. And we used to do a lot of the bluegrass music. And the very first song I learned on guitar, I was probably about 8 years old when my dad taught me to play I Saw the Light. But my dad wasn't a real religious person, but my mom was. And my mom taught me about Jesus at an early age. And always reminded me throughout my entire life that Jesus was there for me. Now, I went through some really tough times in life, bad times. Just to be honest with you, I went from being a not such a person, went through the battle with drugs, alcohol, um, and just generally being a mean person. And thankfully, Jesus brought me all out of all that around probably, I want to say probably about late 1993, one day or one morning when I woke up hungover. I was covered in blood, and it was my own blood. And I just sat on the couch and I just had this overwhelming feeling like the spirit was sitting there with me. And I could just feel in my heart that it's time to change. And from that moment forward, I was instantly a different person. No more drugs, no more alcohol. I went and my parents had separated, and basically they both moved out of the house that we lived in, and left it abandoned. So I just moved in the house and invited my brother and his wife to move in with me. And I went and signed myself up out at the local community college, went back to school, and ended up getting an engineering degree in electronics technology. And I worked for myself for a long time. For probably 30 years, I worked uh, independent contractor wise. Did a lot of industrial stuff and a lot of music related electronics. Did some engineering for radio stations. Excuse me. A lot of audio engineering for small venue concerts, things like that. But now I'm pretty close to retirement age, and we just kind of chill out at home, go to church. I play in the worship band at a local church here, and I took on an easier job, just drive a bus all day. So that's going to be my retirement job. And that is probably one of the best jobs I ever had, actually. But I began writing songs probably, 40 years ago or so.
Hmm.
A lot of them I wrote, I've forgotten. A lot of them got lost, thrown away. Right now, my current catalog, I have about 150 to 200 songs that I've written. Not all of them are Christian songs, but most of them are. The majority of them are. For some reason, when I sit down to write a song, I just automatically go that direction. I can't. That's just what comes in my brain is Christian related themes and being thankful to God and things like that. Some of my songs that I wrote come from a very real place. Um, I have this thing about a lot of modern Christian music. Um, comes from the viewpoint of already being saved and just being thankful to God. And that's wonderful. But a lot of the songs I wrote or written was written when I needed God most and came from broken places, and it reflected in the song. And more so than being a testimony, a lot of them is more of a cry out to Jesus. Like, I need you, and I need you now to fix me or help me get fixed myself. So there, a lot of them are a little bit different than the typical Christian songs. And they wouldn't necessarily fall in the category of worship music, so to speak. But that's pretty much what I do now, just playing local worship band and set my own studio, write music. I got a friend of mine who's a songwriter from Nashville, Tennessee, and he hung out here with me for a long time, and he just moved back to the Nashville area. So now we communicate online, and I go down to his studio sometimes. He comes up here once in a while, but he has co-written a lot of songs in Nashville. He's probably 20 years older than I am. And he was in the Nashville scene when I was still a kid growing up. So, but I just love music, and I love Jesus. I love God, and I love writing music. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool, cool, cool. So, do you have some songs to share?
I'm Susan. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, do you have some songs to share?
Yes, actually, I got a few songs here. I like to explain kind of where the songs came from and how they came about. Um, when I was growing up, my dad listened to a lot of outlaw country music, like Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, things like that. And I have a lot of that influence in my writing sometimes. But my mom was more of a 50s rock type of girl.
Hmm,
And she really turned me on to Creedence Clearwater Revival and a lot of the Beatles stuff. And listening to the Beatles, I kind of got an appreciation for whimsical things. And I just like the word whimsical. um, so this first song is kind of a whimsical little tune. And it was written when I seen a Facebook post from this girl I've known for a long time. And she had asked on Facebook if anybody had any used vases and flower pots
hmm,
that they would let her have. And I got to thinking, used vases and flower pots ain't worth a whole lot.
hmm,
And that's the way kind of we are as people. Um, we're not really worth a whole lot because we can't live up to the standards that God wanted us to.
right.
But Jesus paid that price for us.
Yep.
And regardless of how broken we are or where we are in life, He's there for us always. And He knows who we are. He knows our heart, and he just knows how to bring us out of the dark places. So this first song is actually called Vases and Flower Pots. And
Okay.
I told the girl that I would give her credit for helping me write the song, even though all she did was put a Facebook post up. But
Okay.
her name's Danielle Pearson.
Okay.
So so it goes something like this here.
Um, you need to put on the settings of virtual sounds for musicians. Do you know how to do that?
What's
Okay,
no?
there's a settings on audio, and it'll say original sounds for musicians. So you need to turn that down. Yeah, it's yeah, it's under microphone modes. It says virtual sounds for musicians. Uh, you need to turn that on. So,
All right, done deal.
okay.
I try that again.
Yeah. Nice.
There's no need to worry about my life story, cause Jesus knows who I am. And I'm here to bear witness to all of my riches, cause Jesus knows who I am. Like bases and flower pots, I ain't worth a whole lot, but Jesus knows who I am. Broken and shattered, completely scattered, Jesus knows who I am. He died for me on Calvary and buried all my pain. Came alive and gave me life when he walked out of that grave. He knows my name cause I know his name. Jesus the great I am. He knows my name cause I know his name. Jesus the great I am. Well, I may not be famous, and once I was shameless. Jesus knows who I am. And you can point your finger at my demeanor, but Jesus knows who I am. Like vases and flower pots, I ain't worth a whole lot, but Jesus knows who I am. Broken and shattered, completely scattered. Jesus knows who I am. Me on Calvary and buried all my shame. Came alive and gave me life when he walked out of that grave. He knows my name cause I know his name. Jesus the great I am. He my name cause I know his name. Jesus the great I am. He knows my name cause I know his name. Jesus the great I am. He knows my name cause I know his name. Jesus the great I am. Like vases and flower pots, I ain't worth a whole lot, but Jesus knows who I am. Broken and shattered, completely scattered, the great I am loves who I
Right. Oh, that was really nice. Oh, so we're
am. So
gonna.
that's a little whimsical tune.
Yeah. That's really nice. We're gonna play next.
So this next song was written from a pretty dark place, and I have PTSD pretty bad from some
Mm,
pretty bad moments I've been through, and this song was written when I really felt that I didn't want to live anymore, honestly.
mm,
I just and it's really hard when a person is in that spot because the people around you that love you, they don't understand because they've never had that feeling.
yeah.
So a lot of times they don't even take you serious, regardless of dropping hints or just straight up telling them, I am super depressed and I just, but a lot of times they just want you to blow it off, or
Mm,
because they just don't understand. So
so,
um, I just want people to know that when you're in that position, there is somebody who does understand. There
Mm,
is somebody that knows the pain you feel, and he's always there for you, and that's Jesus.
yep.
Um, he can bring you out of anything, and if we had all night long to talk, I could tell you stories that what he's brought me through that is almost unbelievable. But um, this is one of those songs I was talking about that is more of a cry out to Jesus song, and it's called "Surely Jesus."
Okay.
My will is broken, my pride is missing. Inside my mind there is a living hell. So surely Jesus, you can save me when I can't even save myself. There is a sickness that dwells inside me, a pain and sadness I wish that I could tell. So surely Jesus, you can save me when I can't even save myself. Sometimes I feel like I would rather die, but instead I sit here hiding behind all my cries. But you can hear me, Jesus, from you I cannot hide. Help me cut this noose, oh Lord, that's choking out my life. And I said, surely, surely, Jesus, you can save me when I can't save myself. I said, surely, Jesus, you can save me when I can't save myself. I wish I could cry out without all the buyout. How deep the pain is, oh well, they just can't tell. So surely, Jesus, you can save me when I can't even save myself. Sometimes I feel like I would rather die, but instead I sit here hiding behind all my cries. But you can hear me, Jesus, from you I cannot hide. Help me cut this noose, so Lord, it's choking out my life. And I say, surely, Jesus, you can save me when I can't save myself. I said, surely, Jesus, you can save me when I can't save myself.
Nice. Praise God.
Yeah, so that's one of them songs that comes from a dark place.
Yep.
I have one more song here. I have
Yeah.
tons of songs, but uh, you'll just have to let me know when we're running short on time. But this next song was actually written for my wife.
Okay.
We had went through some very bad times with one of our children,
Mm.
and it was pretty horrible, and it led to my wife having a complete nervous breakdown
Right.
to the point that she ended up shaking. She has shaking tremors still today,
Right.
and it's been two couple years ago, and she has to take medication for it. She went 2 years without ever going out in public because she just couldn't face people,
Sure.
and she would have these issues and breakdown. But during this 2 year period, um, I still went to church every Sunday. She couldn't go because she just couldn't get out of the house, basically.
Mm.
But she would go out in the backyard, and we had a garden area. And on Sundays when I was going to church, she would go out to the garden and have church on her own,
Okay.
just with her and God. And it became a special time every Sunday morning for her connection with God.
Mm. Okay.
And so I wrote this song about that basically. So, and it's called Peace in the Garden.
Okay.
When life began to drown me, His love was all around me. Though my soul was burning about my living hell, but this is where my new life begins. There's peace in the garden, peace in the garden. I once was so much stronger, but that's not the case any longer. But I can thank God for His love and sovereignty. He's standing here beside me, breaking down all my enemies, and it doesn't even matter where it is. There's peace. There's peace in the garden. There's peace in the garden. Peace in the garden. If you feel like you were broken and no words could ever be spoken, to bring back all the strength that no matter where it is that you have been, there's peace in the garden. 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 Yes, the world is so much colder now that I'm getting older. It's hard just to try and maintain. It's hard to stand the weather. I can't keep it together, but His love is what keeps me sane. He's lighting up my inside until I'm shiny on the outside, so I can be a shade upon everything. I thought I was going crazy till I found my sanctuary. Now I'm full of hopes and dreams. There's peace in the garden. There's peace in
Cool. So, where can you get your songs?
I'm sorry.
Where can you get your music?
Where do I get it?
Yeah, well, where can somebody else listen to your music?
Oh, okay. I got what you're saying now. Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
slow. I'm a little slow sometimes.
that's right.
I don't have any of it publicly published.
Okay,
Um, I had planned on actually working on an album.
cool.
Um, this last winter I was going to start it, but some things happened and we got busy. So this winter I'm planning on doing a lock in the studio and cutting about 12 to 15 songs.
Wow, cool.
And I'm hoping to put them together kind of as a concept album that tells one big story.
Wow, awesome.
So, so right now you can't get my music anywhere other than
Okay.
Christian Music Network podcast.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right. I appreciate this opportunity.
yeah.
Um, and I would love to do it again sometime. Also, I got tons of music, got lots of Christian cover songs that I love playing too. So, like I said, I played a worship band at church. So,
Cool. Awesome. What church is that?
the Rock Church in
Okay.
Centralia, Illinois.
Oh, wow,
Um,
cool.
you could. Our website is therockchurchcentralia.com,
Okay.
and we currently every Sunday we are currently broadcast um, in every state of the United States, and also I think about 7 or 8 different countries
Wow,
all over. We have people in South America that tune in to us on Sunday morning,
cool.
and we're not a big mega church. We do have, I think, 400 seats um, in our sanctuary. Sounds like a lot, but it's not that big when you see it in person. Much to 400.
Cool. 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 So, how can we contact you?
Email me at Lyle62801. That's
Okay.
Lyle62801
Two,
at
zero, one.
gmail.com.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks. Lyle at Lyle 6201.
Yes, 62801.
Okay, 62801. Okay, cool. All right.
My wife and I also have a Christian missionary. My mom started back in the 70s, but it's on Facebook at
Mm,
Samaritan's Missionary House.
okay.
We
Cool.
just try to reach out to homeless people with the gospel, and sometimes we'll put together food packages for them. Sometimes we get together with our friends in the bigger cities, and like on Thanksgiving, and just get on the street corner and have a big Thanksgiving meal and start saving souls.
Wow. That's awesome. Cool. 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 So, do you do your own concerts?
I I did a lot of audio engineering at small venues and
Okay.
concerts, but when I was growing up, I played in a lot of different bands, but we mostly played classic rock stuff, and that was before Jesus changed my life. Because then after that, I had no desire to be in the bar scenes anymore.
Right.
So, but I done a lot of like I said, small venue concerts. I got to work with some pretty cool people like Brian Vander Ark from the band called the Verve Pipe.
Okay.
They were pretty big in the '90s. They still tour today. We got to work with Colin Hay, who was the lead singer for Men at Work from Australia.
Mm.
That was pretty cool. We were supposed to do some work with Winona Judd, but some things came up and we had to pass on that one. Um, I got a friend of mine that we live actually about 50 miles outside of St. Louis, and I got a friend of mine who does a lot of the venue concert bookings in the St. Louis area. So sometimes if they need a sound engineer or a PA system, he'll shoot me a message and see if I'm available. But
Cool.
I have still have a huge 20,000 watt PA system in my storage unit that never gets used anymore. I'm kind of hoping to either sell it or come across a church that needs a good setup or something. But like I said, I'm 58 years old now, so I'm about tired of doing hard labor. I don't want to lift them big, heavy speakers anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just fine and happy driving my bus.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. 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 Good. Do you have any advice for other musicians?
I'm sorry, I had trouble hearing you.
Do you have any advice for other musicians?
Um, I don't know, not right offhand.
Okay, go. 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 So, how did you get into the sound?
I'm sorry.
So, how did you get into sound work?
Well, I had, like I had said earlier, whenever um, I had the wake up call, I went back to school. I majored in electronics technology
Hmm.
and ended up getting a degree in electronics engineering. Um, my engineering degree was actually in industrial technology, a lot of robotic machinery type stuff, and I did a
Oh.
lot of that work. But I had a friend of mine. We're still good friends today. We've been friends for probably 45 years, and he was an audio engineer for a radio station. And when I graduated college, I did my internship with him at at the radio station he worked for. And then we started doing a lot of audio stuff together. We still play guitars together today, and he's retired now. But I just always been fascinated with the music related electronics. When I was 16 years old, I got invited, or I got paid actually, to play drums on an album with a Christian group called the Overland.
Okay.
They had several albums out during the, I think, late '70s, during the '80s, and at this time that would have been around 1984, '85 when this took place. And we went into the studio, the actual real studio, and I was just blown away. I just like, man, I want a studio.
Oh,
The big mixing board, and it was just so cool. So,
awesome. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so as you can tell, I got my own studio here.
Yeah. 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 It looks really nice.
Yeah, I got, oh, I don't know, probably 20, 25 grand and stuff in here, but um, I haven't got to use it as much as I wanted to. But I'm planning on it this winter for sure.
Okay.
In wintertime, I can't get outside, so
Right.
in the summer we like to go camping a lot. I got a Harley, and we like to ride the motorcycle, and so I'm an outdoor person. I love to fish.
Oh,
In the wintertime, we'll get a shut in. We'll get in here and we'll get some of this music recorded.
awesome. 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 Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I'd like to thank you for coming on, Lyle. It was my pleasure. Any last words?
Oh, thank you, man. I enjoyed it, and like I said, I'd love to do it again sometime.
Mm,
Just shoot me a message. I got lots of songs, a lot of more songs I've written, and a lot of Christian covers I love to play too. So
cool, 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 cool. Well, God bless you, and we'll be looking forward to your first CD
yes, sir.
when it
God
comes out.
bless you, and
Yeah,
God bless your music ministry here. It's awesome.
yeah. Thank you. Awesome. Well, well, God bless you, and good night.
Yes, sir.